a good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he missed it! It is! Peter Will! Villa in the lead!
Hello. Good evening, Aston Villa fans, and welcome to the Villa Thriller podcast. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please subscribe. Make sure you're following the channel, and you can follow me on all socials. Make sure to smash the likes on this video. Let's spread awareness of Duchenne McGin initiative. It's just me tonight, Aston Villa fans. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I've been doing this podcast on my own. Just want you to get involved in your comments. This is the pre-match talk show. Wolves versus Aston Villa. Friday night football in the Premier League tomorrow. Tomorrow night is 8 PM kickoff. Will Aston Villa finally break the curse at Molineux? It's a stadium where we don't get much luck, and it's a real bogey ground. And for Aston Villa, this game is more important for us. The pressure is on Aston Villa to get a result. Wolves are getting relegated, so they're playing without the pressure. Also, there are teams below us on our tails, including Manchester United, which I think are only 2 points behind us. And it'd just be nice to actually win at Molineux. It must be about 5 or 6 years for the last time that we were at that stadium. It's always been cursed. But nothing's a guarantee, though. Because, of course, Wolves drew to Arsenal. But this time, I'm feeling confident we can go there and get a result. And will Ollie Watkins and Tommy Abraham play together? So, yes, we're going to talk about the game first. Get up the Villa, mate. So, what is everyone expecting for Friday night? Let me know in the comments what you're expecting. I think it's going to be a real fierce, competitive game. So you feel free to ask me and answer these questions, including about the Wolves game and the Coventry game. No one did it, but Archie, you a Coventry fan? But that wasn't a great job there. Are you going 3-2 Villa? Or take a win? Anything, come in. I predicted 2-1, I predicted. I don't think it'd be easy. Well, the pressure's on us to get a result. But yeah, I think, there'll be obviously more pressure. But we're not just playing to just bragging rights. Hello, Paddy. How are you? So it's also about Champions League push. It's a disaster if we don't get Champions League this season. Especially financially. And also, with Emery as well. Oh yeah, Aaron, you're saying, I feel like Wolves will show up and give it a go. Yes, I think they'll give it a go. And, Wolves, this is probably the biggest game of their season. So Wolves, it's their little cup final, really, to them. With Villa, we need the points for us in the Champions League. Also, it's been too long. I think since 2020. Lockdown was the last time that we actually beat Wolves. I think behind closed doors. I'm going to say it was an Anwar Al Ghazi penalty, I think it was. And Dean Smith, the manager, still there. So that shows, I mean, a lot of things have changed since then. And we got some victories at the park against Wolves. But we hate going to Molineux. I don't know what the reason is. Look, it's very strange. Wolves have always been a bit of a bogey team to us. And the conditioning do show McGin dystrophy. It's a life limiting. I'm guessing muscle wasting condition, mate. Also, let's have a look as well. So we should be the favourites going into this game. And I'm hoping to see Abraham. For me, Tommy Abraham has to start. For me, Ollie Watkins, he's not been good enough for me. I don't want to keep targeting him. But for me, he's not doing it for me. And also, I think Abraham is like showing a lot more. And also, physically as well. Look, Tommy Abraham holds up the ball really well. I just think Unai Emery needs to try something different. Not be stuck in his ways, do something different. I think in this game, it's not a guarantee we're going to win this game. Not any game, you're going to earn the right to win a game. And against the bottom team, it's always been a banana skin. Yeah, mate, yeah, thanks, yeah, we agree with that, mate. Thank you for tuning in, Ralph. Also, we're going to show the opposition respect. Don't disrespect the opposition. But I think with Tony Abraham and Watkins, this is the game where you could give it a go with together. And also, they both make good runs in the channels. And also, they're experienced goal scorers. And also, the Ollie Watkins is very low on confidence. So they play like Abraham together and give the kick that Watkins needs. As we saw, I mean, there's strange results in the last few weeks in the Premier League in general. Yes, I think it's worth a try. We've got nothing to lose. Also, the Law's actually got like a player missing. And I'm going to come to the predicted lineups in a bit. You'll shortly. Oh yeah, thank you for your question, Naomi. I have a genetic muscle wasting condition. Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Obviously, I'm on full-time care. 24/7. Obviously, I'm my pap as well. Which helps me to breathe. Who do I think? Oh yeah, Dylan. Who do I think Villa should sign? That's a good question. But I wish we could get like Daniel Marlon back, to be honest with you. I never think we should have let Marlon go. He scored 5 goals for Roma. And he's always an impact when he comes on. Oh yeah, I'll go for Gerard Brennan, maybe. I think he'll be already at Aston Villa, maybe. I'll choose between him and Harry Wilson. And, I think he would suit Aston Villa's system really well. So yeah, Gerard Brennan's not a bad shout. Yeah, that's what I think we need. We're missing that Daniel Marlon sort of player, Dylan. Because with Daniel Marlon, he has a lot of pace. And he sort of changes the game. When he's on the pitch, he's always pushing, he's trying hard. And his movements, he's always moving as well. Gets in good positions. And he's a good finisher. That's what I like about Daniel Marlon. And we needed it in the last few games, I think. It's what we've been missing. Yeah, but Wolves are missing a key defender. And also, I think we've got to start this game straight in first gear. Because the last few games, we never seem to like, get going. We always start at the second half when it's too late. I'd like to see a 90-minute performance, and the consistency hasn't been there the last few games. But Wolves can be a turning point. But I do think the next few games beat Wolves, and I think, we need to beat Chelsea as well, because I think we need to at least beat Chelsea. Man United is going to be tough at Old Trafford. Talking of burger grounds, that's another stadium. We haven't got a very good record there. So if we can beat Wolves and Chelsea, I'll be happy with that. We just need to show more urgency as well. A good drink. I just want to see. I'm well, thank you, Charlie. Thanks for asking that. Mhm. What team do I support? Can you tell from what I'm wearing? Yeah, I support Aston Villa. Yeah, I totally agree with that about Sancho. I can't understand why Emery didn't start Sancho against Leeds. Sancho and Morgan Rogers link up really well together. Yeah, it's okay, mate. What new merchandise? What merchandise is it? I don't think I've seen the new merchandise. Can you tell me what it's like? Up the Villa, Sarah. Yep, up the Villa. Also, going back to the game, we got to start the high intensity. And just say, oh yeah, I like it, Adidas. I'll probably get to a new gear then, because I've got a lot of the training tops and stuff. So I'm having a little look. Yes, we need to beat them. We need to break the curse, Sarah. It's been too long now. And surely it's going to be the season we beat them, surely. A team that are like the bottom of the league, it's a real opportunity. I've said that I have douche McGin dystrophy. It's a genetic life-limiting muscle wasting condition. I stopped walking, I was 9 years old. Yes, Ralph, I've walked before. Just, yeah, until I was 9 years old. Just the next video. Really skills well. I want to show passion. As well, we need to give like, more passion. And also, like, I think we need Paul Torres. I personally want starting. Because he plays well under pressure playing the ball. Out from the back. Hi, mate. Yes, Daniel, I think Morgan Rogers is probably player of the season so far for Aston Villa. And he's been Mr. Consistent. And he scores as a worldies as well. And I definitely think for Rogers, he's got to be a starter in that England squad. I think Thomas Tuchel has been very impressed with him. I just really hope though we can keep him. Because if we lose Morgan Rogers, that's a big loss. And also, he just glides all over the pitch. As well, he brings other players into the game. Also, with this game, it's so important to win. Because I'm concerned with Man United. Only 2 points behind us. We're going to start getting the consistency back. Yeah, thanks, mate. I think Morgan Rogers, is at the same level as Jude Bellingham. He can get to that same level, I think. Yes, Matty Cash. Always been a fan of Matty Cash. He gets a lot of stick, but he's one of the most consistent players in the team as well. And Matty Cash, he always gives 110%. I mean, they'll get relegated from the Premier League. The three obviously, I think Forest, Burnley, and Wolves, I think. Thank you, Harper. Thanks for your compliments. And also, this game's a huge opportunity. Paul Thomas and me, I think, would be important. Breaking the lines and finding a pass. I do think Mings had a poor game the last game, so I would start Paul Torres. Doing good, thanks, Harder. Thank you. Hope you are well. To the next bit. So next bit now, I'm going to get the predicted Wolves team on my YouTube channel. So the ones who can't see it on TikTok, I'm going to read it out. Where's it go?
No, sorry.
Yeah. So is the goalkeeper. Obviously, Sar's going to be a goal. Looks like there'll be 3 at the back. Mascara, Bueno, Totti. It looks like they're playing with wing backs. Doesn't look like it.
It looks like a 3-5-2.
And it's a 3-5-2 formation. As we got Gomez and obviously Hugo Bueno as the 2 fullbacks. Then we got 3 across the midfield. Villegard, Andre Gomez, and we've got Mane. Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in, Cassandra. Yeah, I think it's a must-win game. And we need to break the castle, I think. It's been too long. Well, I think the pressure, Cassandra, is on us to get a result. Wolves are just playing for pride. But we are playing for the Champions League as well. And I'm concerned about the sides below us. We need to start winning now, I think. The consistency's got to come back. Also, know what you think, Villa fans. But Ross Barkley, for me, maybe he could start this game. Because what I like about Ross Barkley is he slows down the tempo and he can make some good forward passes to get further forward. And Ross Barkley will control the game. And that's something I'd like to see at the game. And of course, going back to the team lineup, we got Armstrong, obviously Armstrong, and Tono up front. Then this was the opposition lineup. If you can send me in the comments what you're predicting Aston Villa team should be. Do you think Ollie Watkins and Tammy Abraham should start together? And remember, you're on TikTok or YouTube. You can ask me any questions. Ask me about the game before tomorrow's game. Give me a score prediction. And your predicted team. I'll take that dinner for life. Thank you. Yeah, well, Man United are right on our tails. To be honest, they do worry me, Man United, but I think the Champions League is for us to this. Is up the Villa Lauren. See you later. We have with this guy, it's just important to get the Champions League. We need to maintain those places. And the sides like, not just Man United, with Liverpool, they won as well. So we like to get close the gap, I think, on teams below us. Well, so I'm going to ask the next question then. So it's a Wolves question. Do you think Wolves will come straight up next season? I personally think they will. But as long as they keep with their core players, and Rob Edwards and the experience to get them Wolves back up. And of all the West Midlands teams, as much as they give us a lot of stick, I don't mind Wolves. My granddad's a Wolves fan. So, the only team, obviously apart from Blues, obviously I don't like. Obviously, and even not Baggies, I don't mind. It's more just Blues I don't like. And I like to see all the Midlands clubs doing what I do as well. But Wolves are strong favourites coming back up next season. Also, remember Rob Edwards. He actually was doing Villa before. He played for Aston Villa before. So there is a connection with Villa with Rob Edwards as well. I've got Duchenne, muscular dystrophy. Oh, yes, Lauren, it does slightly concern me. But I do think Ross Barkley should start to think of this game. Because we miss his vision, I think. And we need some more control in the game. But it's a big booster about John McGin. But in 2 to 3 weeks, he's back from injury, which is going to be a massive boost. I think we miss his leadership presence. Yeah, that's fair enough. Then for life. Just Arsenal have annoyed me, to be honest with you. But I do think Arsenal will win the league this season. Because our squad depth is not at that level yet. But we could still get third. I think it's our Champions League to lose, personally. It's in our own hands. Up the Villa, Harrison. Are you a Leeds fan? I think Daniel Farke's done a great job. And I'm glad that they gave him time. And I do think you'll stay up this season. And hopefully you can become more of an established Premier League team. And also, you got more ambitious owners as well. But I actually like Leeds as a football club. They're one of the most traditional football teams. I think Leeds are up there with the likes of Everton. And I do like traditional football clubs like that. But yes, you'll get the other talking points, Villa fans. So what do you think about Wolves, Villa fans? Do you think they'll be going up next season? Okay, to next minute. See what talking points I got. So then, okay, we'll talk about the next question then. So why is Aston Villa's midfield so important to the way we play? For me, I think that our midfield is the key part to the way we play. And I think, we missed it, I think. And squad depth has really suffered. Good evening, Jake. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Well, for me, I think like with the midfield, it's the king of my time we play with Emery. Because we're not double pitted, especially with Kamara and Tielemans. Also, when we haven't got those players, we don't utilise the possession well. That's why you need those players in the team. And also, like, not just defensively, it's the way that we can, in transition, turning defence into attack. And we have so much control with the ball. That's something we missed. Give me a drink of water. But I do think our midfield is the strongest part of our team. It's sort of like the nucleus of our team. And all our attacks start from, like, defence to midfield, sort of into the attack. It's all outside as well. I mean, give you my granddad a lot of stick if we win. Because if you don't know Villa fans, he's a Wolves fan. Yes, at the Villa videos of the world. And also, like, I mean, I can't wait for you Tielemans to come back. I think we not just McGin, we missed like, Tielemans and Kamara. They're not three in the midfield. I did think Kamara's out for the rest of the season. But, wait for Yuri Tielemans. Won't be too long from injury. At the Villa, they said. Also, we want John McGin as well. We miss his leadership qualities on the pitch. And look what John McGin is. He always steps it up in the big moments. And at the moment, that's another player that have been missing. Somebody else that the other team, or that the team look up to. And all the rest of the players. When McGinn ups his game, the rest of the team do. Thank you for tuning in, Robbie. Thank you for the colour words, mate. May the best team win. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to the game. As it's a Friday night due to my care. But I'll be watching on TV though. But I've been to a few Molineux games. Every time that I've went, we've lost. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Are you going to the game, are you? What's your prediction? What do you think the score's going to be? We're going to talk more in detail about John McGinn. Am I happy with John Villa this season? I am, but the last few games, we've been in poor form. We need to turn like these draws and losses into wins. Because at some point, the other teams are going to catch up with us. And I think Champions League is a priority. Financially, it's a big disaster if we don't. I don't think Emery will the same history to repeat itself again. Because we missed out on the Champions League on the final day. But what do you think, though? We can still get top three, I think. And when McGinn comes back, we've got even better chance as well. Also, McGinn, he leads by example. I mean, John McGinn, He always takes the game on the scruff of its neck. And that's why you need players like that on the pitch. But John McGinn's only, I think, 3 weeks away from his return. So that's not long. And I did see John McGinn did a podcast interview. He's feeling good. His recovery's doing well. Yes, I am. I'm breathing out through my nose, yeah. Yeah, thanks, mate. Hope you have a nice evening. Also, as well, like, you need the Champions League, guys. He helped us last time we got Champions League. And in our Champions League qualification, using McGinn is definitely going to be the way forward. No, it's not COPD. Also, you need a character like that in the dressing room. And McGinn, leads by example. You know, a bit like Tyrone Mings, he sort of does that. But the big thing for him is, he shows passion. Oh, yeah, Wolves fan. Yeah, tuning in. Yeah, Blake, well, as a Wolves fan perspective, how do you think the game's going to go? The thing is, though, I still think Aston Villa are the pro in the West Midlands. Best team in the West Midlands still. But my granddad's a Wolves fan, though. So, I can deal with Wolves apart from when they beat us. The Wolves are a real bogey team, I think. Also, feel free to ask me any Aston Villa questions. Ask away about my condition. Just talk about this preview. And can Aston Villa slowly break the curse? Yes, I hope so, Blake. I'm not going to ever goes our way at Molineux. But the players, though, need to show up. And also, I think, Tommy Abraham, I think he has to start. I think Ollie Watkins, for a striker his quality, it's clearly just not good enough. Also, Watkins, the form he's in, he's not going to get that England squad. And you would think with Abraham, he would have played better with the competition. I just think with Watkins, he's just not scoring. Strikers, they're going to do their job. They need to score. But yeah, I think both teams will show passion. I do think it's going to be a great contest. I think it'll be competitive. I think there's no pressure on Wolves. The pressure's on us. But we need the 3 points in this game. I just think it's a strange time for the kick-off, I think. Look at West Midlands Derby. Friday at 8 p.m. And some people will miss out because of work commitments. But Sky always have the say, unfortunately. That's how it's going to be these days. But yes, so you can ask me any questions now. And also give me your score predictions in the chat as well. Yeah, Aston, yeah, we need to win. And also, we need to break the curse. The last time we beat Wolves, I think, at Molineux was about 2020, I'm going to say that. Which is too long. And no disrespect to Wolves. But we should be looking at winning this game. It's a huge opportunity. And against Leeds, we should have won that game really in the last few weeks. We played the likes of Everton, Leeds, Brentford, and we dropped points. over the last few weeks, we dropped an awful lot of points. Thank you, Chalky Boy. Always appreciate the support. But what is your score prediction? See what other comments come through. Yes, Josh, I'm going to go 2-1. But 3-1's a good prediction. Positivity, that's what we want. But yeah, but I think it'll be tight. I think we'll win this game. But I don't think it'll be straightforward. And it never is against Wolves. Just up the Villa, Jude. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, well, yeah, despite what I say about Watkins, I'm a big fan of Watkins. I just think he's got to work a lot harder. And he just doesn't look like he's going to score. His confidence is really low. Oh, thanks, Josh. It's an NAD sign. I got this 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Jude. It's just been a nice chill out day today. And very productive as well. Thanks, mate. And also, get me your score prediction. I did, yes, absolutely. I think with Emery's record in the Europa League, I think we can go all the way. He's won it 4 times. He knows what it takes to win that competition. And it's our only opportunity to win a trophy this season. And that's going to be in Emery's priority list. Champions League and Europa League. And also, like, Emery loves Europe. It's something that he always thrives on. Well, thank you, Isabel. Thanks for tuning in to my TikTok. The condition is Duchenne, muscular dystrophy, and I'm actually using my podcast to spread awareness about it. But yeah, I appreciate all the likes as well. And let me know your predictions. Do you think we can finally break the Molineux curse? Surely we have to this season, surely. It's a muscle wasting condition. I had it when I was 9, so I was diagnosed when I was 3 years old. Thank you for the hearts and roses. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. For the rose. Thank you, Isabel. Really kind of you to say that. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoy the content. Well, I've got some great guests coming up the next few weeks. And some great content coming up as well. Oh, Connor, my granddad's a Wolves fan. Like, it's a West Midlands derby. And both of these sides won't play each other, obviously, next season. Because Wolves obviously relegated. But hopefully we'll see some derbies again. I like the banter as well. Well, thank you, Josh, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hi, Colin. Welcome in. He's got McGin yesterday. But yeah, let me know your predictions. And also, what's your team prediction? For me, I think Ross Barkley has to start. Maybe not Watkins and Abraham. Sancho needs to start. We need to do something different. You got to change it up sometimes, especially in a game like this. Thank you for sharing. Hi, the throw card. And what's your prediction for tomorrow with the score prediction? And what's your team prediction as well? Yes, Stuart, I think we can get top four. It's in our own hands. We're going to just try and ignore results around us. We need to do our job, and we will do it. Thank you. Leave me know your comments. Do you drink? Well, winner of the league. We are currently third. You, Matthew, well, thank you. I'm celebrating my 30th birthday soon. 2 weeks to go, so I'll be celebrating that soon. My favourite player is John McGin. And for me, I like his passion. He reminds me of the old-fashioned 90s Premier League player. And he always gives it his all. Yeah, thanks, mate. But my prediction is 2-1. It's going to be a close game. But I do think this could be the season that we beat them. If we don't do it now, we're never going to do it. Yes, John McGinn's my favourite player. Also, like, raw passion. And McGinn never gives up. He runs his socks off the team. He's a real powerhouse in that midfield. Oh yeah, cheers, mate. I'm okay myself. I'm doing quite well. I have Duchenne muscular dystrophy, progressive genetic muscle wasting condition, and I'm spreading awareness about it on the podcast. But yeah, let me know your score predictions. And also, do you think Ross Barkley should start this game? I think for me, he'll mix up a little bit in the midfield. This was something different as well, especially that midfield area. Like he dictates the play, I think. Controlling that tempo for us. This Barkley is sort of a tempo setter. And I want to see more minutes from Ross Barkley. My favourite player is Super John McGin. Always been a massive fan of McGin. And John McGin's always been on a journey with us since the championship days. Yes, he's going okay. Somebody cancelled on me tonight, but enjoying speaking to you guys. Yes, or not too bad. Let me know. We can talk about Aston Villa. What thoughts? Any different talking points? You can ask away if you want. About football, Aston Villa, or just general chit chat. Yeah, I think John McGin already is a Villa legend. I think years to go, though, a bit like Emery. There'll be a statue of John McGin. Hi, Stacey. Thank you for tuning in. Country City are going to really compete. Win the Premier League next season, I think. I can see them doing really well. And they only got a good hierarchy in place. There's a good structure in place. And Frank Lampard's done a tremendous job. I do think Wolves, I mean, the country can do really well. And I think the last time they were in the Premier League, Aston Villa actually sent them down. So for them, it's been a long time. Also, Coventry are a West Midlands team. So at least we'll see a West Midlands club up there. Because Wolves going down, there's not many clubs there now. You let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think we'll win tomorrow? Because I'm going to stay for about another 15 minutes. Then I'm going to get off them. Yeah, 2-0 is a good prediction. I'm going 2-1, but this Champions League, I think it's important the Champions League. Because look, the sides below us are putting pressure on us. And we have to close the gap. Yeah, Champions League places. I think we can get Champions League. We're just going to keep consistent. As well, hopefully, like, we get some of the injuries back. The squad depth has really suffered. And you can see the difference. We've got no McGin, Kamara, and Tielemans. There's a huge difference. But yeah, please ask me any questions about tomorrow's game or anything else. Yeah, that's a good prediction. I think for us, a draw's not even enough. We have to win. We gotta sort of get back to our form again. Consistency hasn't been there the last few weeks. But for me, Emery has to do something different. Last game, I disagreed with some of his team selection. I think Emery did get it a little bit wrong, I think, last week, including not starting Sancho. And I don't get why Tommy Abraham didn't start. He's offering a lot more than Ollie Watkins is. Yes, I'll take that. Morgan Rogers hat trick. And Morgan Rogers, we're going to get him on the ball as much as possible. Get him involved in the game. Up the Villa. Yes, I miss Rashford. I think we miss that type of player. We need someone who's direct, but no, we haven't got Sancho. So Emery has been doing something similar with Sancho because Emery looks on his own projects. We get ask away what your prediction is. Oh yeah, thank you for tuning in on the United. See you in the YouTube chat. You're doing a great job with your show. Well, yeah, I think Aston Villa against them a great season. The third, they were still in a good position. But the next few games are crucial. Especially that Chelsea, that Man United game. I think, depending on how those results go, we can see where we are. Oh, thank you, Sam. I don't think we'll win the league, but we're in the conversation. That's all we can do. But Arsenal are a lot more clear now. I do think this is the season that Arsenal are going to win the title. And they've got a very strong squad. Yeah, I hope so. Irish Red Devil. I'm sick of playing Wolves at Molineux. I always dread it. But I think that has to change, though. Because I'm looking at the goes our way there. But for me, I like us to give a 90-minute performance. We have to start on the front foot straight away. That's what I'll see from our players. And we need to treat it. This is a local derby. So we've got to show, be competitive, show passion. I think be aggressive as well. And for me, I think Tommy Abraham, maybe he could score again. And also, look, Abraham's very strong. The big thing that Abraham does is bringing other players into his game. And that's what we need tomorrow night. And what I want to give it a go with Watkins and Abraham. We've got nothing to this. Where did I get the light behind me? It's from LED 90 Legends. It's a very good website. It'll do it all different personalised LED lights. But yeah, just let me know your predictions. And who do you think will start in the back four? Will you start Mings or Torres? Yeah, I think West Ham will stay up. Nuno will just keep them up. And, he's got the players to do it. He's got experience as well. I think for me, Forest are going to go down instead of West Ham. I think West Ham will stay up. My favourite player is Super John McGin. Also, the leadership qualities we've been missing from him. And he's a strong midfielder. He's McGinn always knows he's physical. Side of his game as well. He's like a warrior on the pitch. Spurs they're in a relegation battle, I think. I think Spurs are in big trouble. There's been no stability there. I mean, they're similar to Forest. They've been through so many managers. And I think it stands for the top. It's the hierarchy. Yeah, I think we're still going to have a great season, Villa. Yep. Well, guys, I'm gonna go off now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. But on Sunday evening, I'm speaking to a Chelsea journalist called Yegi, who's on Sky Sports quite a lot. So make sure to tune in on Sunday night, 7 or 8 p.m. And this time, I'll get a guest on. But thank you everyone for getting involved in the comments tonight. It wasn't for you, this show wouldn't be possible tonight. So thank you. Also, make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you everyone for watching. Please make sure to subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on TikTok. Smash the likes on this video. And make sure to give it a share on all your socials. That always helps. Leave us a good review. And also, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to wrap up this episode with Villa forever, as always, and up the Villa.